I
Oh,
like
well,
it.
listen. Well, welcome back to Mel, Fly Out Mel J Bling. I don't want to
She
hear
just
about
came
your
back from
holiday. I
Maldives.
don't want to hear.
I want to
I
hear about
don't
it,
want to
Mel. You
hear.
tell us. You tell us, Mel.
Oh, I
Uh,
hope you had a fabulous time. I really
she
do
did.
in
Did you
that
see the
sunshine.
photo? Did you see the
Yeah,
on
yeah,
and the beds?
yeah,
It was amazing. I was
yeah,
sitting over the sea. I'm like,
yeah,
wow, oh, that just
yeah.
looks absolutely
Mm.
amazing.
Yeah, I know. Jealous? Yes, yes, you can hear it.
No,
Very
no,
jealous. But
no.
good morning to everybody else.
Love
Laurie,
it when
Carl
people go away on
Bassett.
holiday.
Oh, I do, I do. I sit back and I love the pictures. Everyone looks amazing, but there's a little jealousy behind there, thinking, I want to be in the sunshine. Why am I
Can't always
not
be in the
there?
sunshine, can we?
I know, I know. Well, we got sunshine here, so we got that. And you were talking earlier on about the spa weekend. So that's Friday, the 30th of January, till Sunday, the 1st of February, 2026. This year's already passed,
Mm.
gone. We've shown the videos. Of course, Sharky's going to be there again doing his salsa dancing. I'll be there doing a few games and everything. Carl Bassett will be there doing DJing. We're having another African theme wear for the dinner, and also we'll be having some trader stalls there so you can buy some goods. So we've got some changes coming in, more activities, more things to do, bigger, better dance. So we're going to look forward to that. And when Sharky DJ plays another track, I didn't say let. I'm going to let you. I said when
Now you
you
can
play
say
another
let. It's
track.
fine. You can say let. That's
Maybe I
fine.
should
I
say
don't
it because I
mind.
want another. I need another slap somewhere else.
21.
Yes, and I just had the spa weekender details on the screen there. It's 299, starting from 299 for the classic room and 349 for the executive rooms, and they are absolutely lovely. Audrey D says she's going for the first time to Napa. We'll see you there. We'll make sure you have a great time also. Let me just get myself up on the screen there. And morning, Susie Cruz. Good morning, my darling. How are you? And again, as I was saying, the spa weekender, got to come with the African theme. Well, we've got to get another outfit, Sharky. That reminds us. Got to get another outfit to come along
Mm.
and match. And thank you, G-Force. He said he liked the two D-Train tracks together. I'm a big D-Train fan as well. So
Yeah, D
yes,
Train was
down there.
alright.
And DJ Carl Bassett said, I must be Obia. I booked to go to Thailand. Pray for the people. Oh, my gosh. Yes. We've heard about the earthquakes there that's happening. Are there earthquakes or tsunamis that have happened there? Are they in Myanmar, I think it is?
Tsunamis.
Yes. So we're praying for the people over there, and we pray for the safety and that the people there get out alive, I
What
hope.
have they got tsunami going on now?
I think so.
Oh
There's been
gosh, that's not
reports in the
good. You know,
news.
that's really
Yeah. I'll
that's not
find it
good. I've
out.
not had a
And
chance to actually look at any news this morning. So the last couple of days have been so busy.
I'll bring
Wow,
it to
I
you
do hope that they
shortly.
are fine. Yeah.
Yeah. But one person that I'm not sure that I hope is fine, I was speaking about just before the ad break, is David Norris. Now, most of you will know that name. It's very synonymous with a certain name. That is Stephen Lawrence. David Norris was involved in the murder of Stephen Lawrence a number of years ago, way back, when was it? 2000, early 2000, and what, 7 was it that it
Mhm.
happened? But he was jailed for life in 2012 after he actually denied being part of this racist attack on a then 18-year-old Stephen Lawrence. But by his own admission now, he's gone to a parole hearing to get his minimum term looked at. And he's now admitted his part in Stephen Lawrence's murder. He admitted that he was there and present at the scene, but he didn't wield the knife. And he doesn't accept that he holds any racist views. But Norris and Gary Dobson, they were two of the original 5 prime suspects in the murder, were convicted under the law of joint enterprise back then, which allows people to be convicted of murder even if they did not inflict the fatal blow. And the Met Police has consistently said that 6 people took part on the attack, and the 3 other suspects were Luke Knight and brothers Neil and Jamie Acle. Remember those notorious
Yeah.
racist brothers? They've never been convicted of the murder, and they've always denied it, despite that video coming out. Remember the video they found where they were openly
Mm.
boasting about the killing of Stephen Lawrence. Now, there was a sixth suspect, Matthew White, who died in 2021, and he was named publicly as a suspect by the BBC just 2 years ago. So it's taken
Mm.
all this time, and this murder investigation was actually closed in 2020. Now, negotiations are currently taking place for an independent review of the case again, which was triggered by this series of failings by the Met Police. So he's finally admitted that he was there, but not part of it. I don't know why he just doesn't come out and wholeheartedly say it. He's been in jail for a number of years now. A few more years is not going to hurt by admitting what you did. Please. And it was so sad at what happened. But, you know, I had to praise his mother and his father, of which his mother is a dame, another dame also. What's her name? Something Lawrence. Doreen Lawrence. Dame Doreen Lawrence. Yes, of course. We was talking about dames this morning. She is also a very famous dame that we respect and uphold in the community. So well done for finally admitting that you were there. But you need to go a little bit more of a step further, David Norris. If you really want to redeem yourself, say what you did. Admit it. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Good morning, DJ Colonel. Welcome to the show. Great tunes playing this morning and news that's coming onto the show. Oh, by the way, one program I forgot to speak about was that I'm watching on Netflix. It's called The Replacement. Very good show about a woman that's pregnant and she's got to have a replacement come in. Very interesting show on Netflix. It's got me gripped at the moment. Only three-part series, so it's watchable, it's doable as a binge watch. So please try and tune into that show. Don't say I don't recommend programs. The Replacement on Netflix, and of course Black Mirror Series 7 is coming on very soon. Now, what's dominating the news? Chlorinated chicken.
Wow.
Chlorinated chicken. Is it safe and will it be sold in British supermarkets? Well, it's coming to us very soon with our love affair with the US and our hand-holding and love of Trump and our special relationships and all sorts of things. And British negotiators are in intense discussions. It's okay, I did that earlier. They're in intense discussions with the US on closer trade ties. And they're, one of the products being touted as part of the free trade is chlorine-washed chicken. Which is a controversial method of cleaning farmed animals to kill bacteria. Now, evidence suggests that the chlorine wash itself is not harmful, but critics are arguing that treating chicken with this chemical will allow for poorer hygiene earlier on in the production. People are just going to think, yeah, this chicken's full of bacteria, the chlorine wash will kill it, it's fine. Sell it out, it'll be okay. And Reform UK leader, Nigel Farage said he would agree to allow American chlorine-washed chicken to be sold in the UK because he wants his special friendship with Trump. But I don't know about chlorinated chicken. I really don't know. And basically what it is, it refers to chicken carcasses that have been washed or dipped in water containing chlorine dioxide. Now, this is done to kill all the bad bacteria that could make you ill, such as E. coli, another one I can't pronounce, and salmonella. Now, if you ate a large quantity of chlorinated chicken, the equivalent to maybe 5% of your body weight in one day, I don't know how many chickens that might be, but you could potentially be exposed to harmful levels of this chemical compound known as chlorate. And long-time exposure to that is a potential harmful concern. Now, everything's a harmful concern that I'm watching right now. Remember last week I brought to you about all the products in our hair, that PDF. Please take a look at that. There's a long list of products which tell you what's moderately hazardous and what's highly hazardous. And something else that's coming up is the braids that we're using in our hair. This synthetic stuff is full of chemicals. And don't forget, we seep things through our skin and in our scalps. And it does affect us in the long term when we start thinking about, how did I get this disease? Why did I get this? Think about what you're putting in your body, people. Please, it's dangerous out there. Grow your own stuff in your back garden. Have your own allotment. Start being a farmer. Grow your own stuff.
Well, I just can't hear myself. Don't know what's going on. Oh, I know what's going on. Yeah, now I can hear myself.
That might be a good thing.
Yeah, well, chlorine-formed chicken. Who's going to buy that kind? Would you eat it? I mean, we drink chlorine, or it gets into our system when we go into swimming pools, don't we?
Well, very sweated out water, as you know.
Exactly, which is even worse. So, I mean, how bad could it be for you?
Everything's bad for you at the end of the day. We don't know what's in our food, so we just got to try and be safe.
Yeah.
And look at what's in it. and look how it's made, which farms it's coming from. It's a lot of research to do, but you know, if you want to keep your body safe, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. That, exercise, and drinking lots of water.
Yes, there you go. Oh gosh, as a matter of fact, when I go abroad, I'm really cautious about drinking tap water. Period. But definitely get one of these testers, and it will tell you whether the water is safe or not.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't look it up. I didn't get a chance to because I wanted to bring you this other new. Since we were talking about water, I thought it was quite an apt story that I found. Now, I don't speak about Caribbean news that much because normally it's all about death and stabbings and police dying and all sorts of things. So, but I found some very good news about some Mason Hall residents. Now, they're in some hilly community in the western St. Mary. Now, around 1,200 residents up there now have access to piped water. Now, imagine in this day and age in Jamaica, they didn't have access to piped water. I don't know where they had to go and get their water from, but they've had a completion of phase 1 of a new multi-million-dollar water supply system installed by the government. Jamaica's done a great thing here. Now, it's commissioned into service last Friday by the Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness, and the minister responsible for water. And the residents will now be able to access piped water by applying to the National Water Commission for individual accounts. These poor people are already poor, and now they've got to try and pay for water now. Some of them will still go and be down to the river. But for those that need the access and can have it, I'm sure it's a wonderful thing. Now, they've been complaining about having inadequate or no access to water due to insufficient infrastructure in the community. And this phase 1 cost was 70 million. And the government is now quickly moving on to the second phase, which is going to cost an additional 102 million, which is going to start at the beginning of next year, which will include expansion of existing pipelines and some renovation work on some of the stations there. So another further 1,500 residents are going to benefit from this. So I'm really, really happy that they've done this. You know, nearly 200 million invested in this community that didn't have any water. And I hate the fact that we're in 2025 and we're seeing residents in Jamaica with no access to water. It shows that there's still actually a third world country and not a developing country like what we are. No country should be having this issue still with the money that governments have had, spent, squandered, or so forth. But
and you know, the thing about it is that, you know, America's complaining that, you know, China coming in and helping, and, you know, look, you know, the Chinese, but at least they're doing something for the country. And it's like, yeah, okay, you know, we don't want the Chinese to take over, but it's needed. It's like the roads, it's needed. Yeah. And America's not helping us. They've like rinsed out a lot of the West Indian countries, taken the money, just like the UK, taken the money and all the wealth out of the country, and haven't given back anything and don't want to give back, but yet they're prepared to build prisons.
Yeah, I know.
It's ridiculous.
I can't talk about enough about how China's come and invaded the whole of the Caribbean and Africa and building the much needed. And it's not like they're coming and doing stuff just to earn their right in the country. They're actually investing properly in necessary infrastructure that's needed, such as roads and bridges and power stations and big places such as those that we don't think about in terms of a country being able to run and you know, being able to finance itself. And it comes at a cost. Infrastructure is not cheap. It's not like it's just 10 mil. it's hundreds and billions of pounds, which then it becomes a debt. So anytime they want to call in that debt that the country can't pay, well, we're in trouble. We're in trouble.
They give him access to the ports, didn't they? And stuff like that. So it's the way the world goes, you know, it's needed. So, you know, it's damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Yay, nice and early in our morning time. And it'll be the 1st of April, April Fools. I wonder what we can do. I wonder what I can devise. What I can devise with Mr. SharkyDJ for April Fools. We'll see. But the time is 8:45. We're coming up to the top of the hour of 9 a.m. What else is in the news? Now, what else is in the news is car financing. Now, this has been going on for a couple of years now, where it was found that when you went to take out a car on PCP or lease, or buying a car even, that these companies were tying in with these finance companies and gaining a commission on the sales of finance that that the consumer were buying. Now, sometimes you were offered a higher rate of interest, and the higher the rate of interest, the more commission that these companies got. And so they got found out by a gentleman that took a test case to court and found out about all these hidden charges that were not revealed. And so he's now taken it to court, one successfully taken it to the FCA, and they're arguing whether these car companies or finance lenders should be paying back these companies, these customers, in compensation. So it's been going to and forth in court at the moment. Now, what the FCA is saying is that they're preparing to launch an industry-wide compensation scheme to stop all these other little companies coming in and saying, you know, let us do the paperwork for you if you give us 40% of the money. No, they want to automatically compensate customers for the car financing crimes, I should say, against customers. So they just want to bypass these claim management companies for these people that normally go to them and lose out on so much more money. Now, currently, they're asking for drivers to file a claim against the companies. You've got to find out all these finance deals that you got for your car going back, way said when. And crucially, this stopped in around 2020 or 22, I think it was. No new cars from there didn't have this hidden commission. So if you bought a new car from then, it's not going to apply to you. But from financing before that, yes, it will do. So check out all your previous finances. Either file them with the car financing companies direct, and if you go to ChatGPT, they can get a standard default letter, template written up for you, all nice. You don't have to do much work. If you don't know how to use that, engage your young people and get them to do it for you. And if you don't know, come and ask me and SharkyDJ. We'll also help you. And if not, wait for the FCA to launch this industry-wide claims management system, and you'll get your money back automatically.
Ah, man, that sounds like music to my ear, because I bought a new car from 2012, well, second hand. Then I bought a new one 2013, had that for 5, and then 2018 I bought another new car. So that's some money that I might be getting back. That would be really nice. Yeah. Where should we go with that money, HPQ? Where should we go when I get it?
Ooh, wow. Ooh, Maldives.
Maldives, definitely. Definitely go to, well, going there anyway. But wow, yes, I'm looking forward to getting that payback. Yeah, I'll wait for the FCA. I've waited long enough, so I might as well wait, isn't it?
Now, before you play a track and wait for people to come and discuss any of this, especially if you guys have got car financing, I have my videos on TikTok I like to show, right?
Yes.
And it's TikTok time, I think. It's time for some TikToking. So we're going to be TikToking. And I've got a couple of TikTokers, right? And the first one, actually, I might invest in this. You know, like how I like tasting different foods and seeing things. This is not food. It's not food. Don't worry. No foodage this morning. Maybe tomorrow.
Something sickening.
But it's a toy. It's a toy. And
what
maybe,
kind of
have a look at this. Let me know if you want. Well, for those who like doing this, and this morning, by the way, before I show this, we were talking about items you could use to pick your teeth out with if you don't have a toothpick and you're at work.
I heard you talking about pins and needles and all sorts.
Paper clips, paper, all that sort of thing. Yeah,
people going to wash their mouth in the toilet with a paper or something.
Have you used anything other than a toothpick?
No, just toothpick or just the normal dental sticks.
What about if you
whatever.
don't have those implements? What do you substitute it with? And then
that's
eat the dead piece of meat that's in there.
No,
anyway.
Then I turn to you and I go...
Don't be so wicked. That is evil,
A bizarre yet brilliant business idea is taking off. A new fidget toy is going viral, designed to mimic the oddly satisfying feeling of popping pimples and blackheads. It's a soft, gel-filled pad with tiny pores that can be popped over and over again, making it the perfect stress relief toy for those who find pimple popping satisfying. Completely safe and reusable, this product has huge potential in the fidget toy market. Simple, weird, and in high demand, who would have thought something like this could turn into a profitable business?
Wow. Do you know what? Actually like popping spots, but that looks awful.
Listen, some people like to squeeze spots and some people like to squeeze spots on their face too much. But if you are a pimple popper and you've got an addiction to it, why not get that toy? It's like a stress buster.
I haven't got an addiction, but like if you had a pimple, I'd love to squeeze it. You know, just you know what I mean. And especially when you're squinting, and say, "Hold on, hold still."
Especially, it's most
Kelsa says
refreshing
her
when it
daughter would
actually
love that.
pops. I'm going to see if I can get one. Sharky's going to play a track. Let me see if these things actually exist, and I'll be back. There is Dr. Pimple Popper. It does exist, and she squeezes some unbelievable pimples out.
Really?
Yeah, it's horrible. Sometimes you can't watch it. There are some you have to watch there's some stuff in people's faces, you know. I don't know how a spot can fill up with so much pus. What is it that they're ingesting for so much pus to build up for all of that to squeeze out? Oh, sometimes I can watch it.
I'd actually like to know what actually causes a pus to build up. Like, I know sometimes it could be a blackhead if it's blocked and then it gets infected, but you know, like teenage bumps and stuff. I wonder what actually causes it in the skin.
Oh, it's a build-up of some hormone or something. I can't remember what it is. It's a build-up of something under the skin, and it can't get out, so it blocks the pores. Anyway, I'm no doctor. I don't want to start going into it. Maybe people who
Dr.
have had
HPQ.
in it. Maybe people that have had proper acne can describe the symptoms and all of that. But I was like opening my mouth during your set because I found 2 toys on Amazon that might satisfy the needs of some of you. Now, this first one, can you see it on the screen? Because I can't see properly.
It's at the top there.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't
What's
it?
going on? It's like right at the top.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do, because I'll tell you why it might be right at the top, because I've got a share screen, and maybe if I play that first of all, let me just add that to stage. Can I add it to stage?
There you go.
Yeah, this is one of the toys as well. Now, this is Pimple Pete, right? If you want to squeeze. First of all, let's just put the volume on.
Pimple juice! Ooh, gotta see that one more time!
Oh, God.
Let me just play that again, because I didn't have the sound on that. Now, this is what Pimple Pete can do. This kind of real life.
Ricky's trying slow and steady. Oh no! Pimple juice! Ooh, gotta see that one more time!
Just the thought of it.
Gross!
Yeah, so you can get toys like that now.
Must be fun, innit?
Or you can go on Amazon. I don't know why this is showing at the back of the screen. Very weird, very weird, very weird. But that's another screenshot of a pimple toy. This one's a blackhead one, where you pull out blackheads, like long blackheads. Get a pair of tweezers and you pull it out. It's a stress relieving toy, I'm being told.
But don't you get some satisfaction? You know what? You got a blackhead in your skin and you go, and it squeezes out. I love it.
Do you know why it wasn't working? I just realised that I added the file as a background. That's why.
Background. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Add
Add it as the proper overlay.
That's
you know. Sort myself out this morning. I'm scratching my head because I'm like, why isn't this working? There we go. So if you like squeezing pimples or like pulling out blackheads, there you go. You've got a toy for it. So there are toys that exist out there that you can do to, you know, relieve yourself.
Dear, oh dear. Should I play a track?
Yeah.
Unmute yourself. Unmute.
I said you were inspired this morning with your music selection. Loving it.
Thank
Definitely
you.
loving it. Now, back to some news. For those that are enthusiasts about finding out about their past and where they really came from, and if you've subscribed to a DNA bank, well, you could be in trouble because millions of people's DNA is up for sale as 23andMe goes bankrupt. Now, on Friday, this is in the States at the moment, he said it had filed for bankruptcy protection, and they had a DNA testing boom, and they reached a valuation of like 6 billion in 2021, and its value has now collapsed to just 48 million. Now, revenues have slumped as the tests, which show the ancestral origins and genetic health risks, have fallen out of fashion. People are just not doing it anymore. And it lost 667 million in the year to March 2024. And just at the end of September, it just had 127 million in cash in September. Now, they rejected a takeover bid, so the company's filed for bankruptcy. And that means that all these DNAs are up for sale.
Wow.
Any buyer can buy them. Doesn't have to be the same kind of DNA company. We don't know what kind of company can buy millions of people's DNAs. But if your DNA's in there, someone could buy it and be doing I don't know what with it. I don't know, some kind of
that, innit?
testing, some kind of crazy kid combined with animals and ants come out looking like your dear self. I don't know. Probably isn't a good thing to subscribe and give away your bodily fluids away to a company where you have limited protection or you don't know what they're going to do with it afterwards. Very, very dangerous. I'd hate to see that my fluids have gone and been sold across the world to make what I don't know, that I don't have, I'm not in charge of what happens to it. So no, definitely not. So I feel sorry for anyone
Madness.
that has gone to some of these companies. Maybe now it's time to say, can you destroy my DNA, please? I'm done. I found out my people then. Please let my stuff go. It needs to go. Would you have you thought about testing your origins and going back and thinking about where
I
you've
have
come
actually,
from?
yeah.
Have you actually done
No,
anything
I've not done
about
it
it,
yet.
or you just thought
No.
about it?
Just thought. What about your
Just-
dear self?
Do you know, sometimes I think it could open a can of worms, that I might find out that my brother's not really my brother or my sister's not really my sister. Then there's all
Yeah.
kinds of questions would need to be asked. And because my dear mother has passed, I won't be able to ask any questions. So, I think I just leave things as they are.
Leave it
They're
as
okay
it is, innit?
right now.
That's
yeah.
it.
Only unless my mum, my dad had £1 million fortune, then when I want to fight my brothers and sisters for it, then I'll start digging up some DNA and finding out, they're not great. See ya.
That's a thought. Imagine a child being brought up all these years, thinking that's their father, and it's found out that it's not their child. I think they should still be able for a claim. They should be entitled to a claim.
To be quite honest with you, yes, it's like being a common law wife, isn't it? Just because you're not married doesn't mean to say you're not entitled. And the same with a child. If you've
I think
been
it
brought
should
up
be
in a
half.
family,
Exactly.
if you've been brought up in this family and made to believe that you're the child, it's not your fault that things were
Unless,
mixed up.
unless the child bad brock, then no.
It's true. Nah, it's no problem. Thanks. But my man likes too much drugs for me. It's okay. We're not giving him nothing. And thank God he's not mine. See ya. No, that would be wicked. That would be pure wickedness.
Wicked, yes, indeed. Next week, I'm putting my neck out here to get 2 free wristbands. So, guys,
You are indeed.
yes. So, HPQ got to think of something to win this company. It's got to be difficult, something that they can't find on Google. So, I'm going to leave that to you to how we're going to give those wristbands away.
Okay. I will. I'll figure something out.
Figure something out. Make sure
I'll
it's
figure something
complicated, not too complicated, but complicated.
And it's enough time for you to book your flight and pack your case to
Yeah,
come along
book your
in
flight
early
in.
May.
That
Got some
reduce your
time.
cost by 220. I think is it 220? Is it two? It's gone up actually. It's 250. I think the wristbands are now.
Oh, everything's gone up. Everything's gone up.
God, yeah.
As we know, we're entering into April. It is the month of everything renewing. Council tax, first payments of council tax coming out. Water, energy has gone up. Everything, broadband, mobile phones. So it's a month of hardship. Don't think about January as a month of hardship. It's April, March and April is the hardest months. straight after Christmas, you got a couple more, and then you got the summer months of everyone's birthdays coming on, and then you got to start saving up for Christmas again. It's a never-ending story of spending money. But one of the stories that's dominating the news for the last couple of weeks, and I presented it on the Breakfast Flight show a couple of weeks ago, is about the number of young children, or the number of young people not in education, employment or training. They're called NEETs. And it's risen to an unacceptable level. And people are saying it's because the government is failing to listen and respond to their needs. Now, the mayor of Greater Manchester warned in a keynote speech that the number of NEETs now stands at almost 1 million. It's the highest figure in 11 years. Okay, and it will continue to rise unless the Department for Education adopts a new school policy geared towards their requirements. Now, the old education system is geared towards people coming out of schools and going into university and getting a degree, but what about the lot that can't? They're just being left on the line. And Rachel Reeves has announced a raft of changes in the benefit systems in which it's going to be overhauled, and 1 million people are going to get cut off benefits. That's going to affect young people. Young people are not able to work until, they're 18 now, I think, is the age, or 16, wherever it is. So there's a hole, there's a gap, and they're falling into it, and they haven't addressed this problem for a long time. We've been calling out for it for ages. And the fact that councils now are bankrupt, budgets are being cut for young people services as well as old people. So we've got failings across the whole way. And I don't really know what the solution is that the government's going to come up with to address this problem. Now, they're talking about training schemes and things like that, but they need to have something to do. They need to be motivated, and they need to get paid, because things cost as well, and they need to be rewarded for whatever they do. Now, they need to come up with a master plan. It's going to cost some money. Who's going to pay for it? Who's going to pay for it?
Obviously, it's going to be us, isn't it?
Of course it is. Over and over and over again.
Ridiculous.
Travesty.
HPQ.
I'm smiling because at first I thought you were doing that mixing. At the end
No,
of
that's not me. I can't mix like that. You know, it's really funny because I've never ever tried to scratch as a DJ. It's just something that's just never really appealed to me. Maybe in my older age now, I should just try scratching. I see some of these DJs do some amazing things with these controllers. I mean, it's all buttons. It's just knowing how to use the buttons and everything. But maybe I should get into all the scratching. What are you saying, Colonel? We get into scratching.
DJ Rudy, good morning. Are you a scratcher? Did you ever... I think Howard used to scratch or try to scratch. You tried a thing there.
Yeah, I reckon I could be a great scratcher. You know what I mean? Scratch your eyes out.
So coming back to Howard's comments, he was saying them too lazy. It's not just young people that are lazy, though, to be quite honest with you. And hence the reason why the Chancellor is cutting the benefits bill. They're saying that, let's have a look. The records are showing that 16.8 million people in the UK are assumed to have a disability. That's up by 40% in the past decade, and over 700,000 in the last 12 months alone. Now, of these, 5.8 million of those have a mental health problem so severe it counts as a disability. And that's up by nearly 500,000 in a year and 2 million from way back when. Now, mental illness is cited by 48% of disabled working Britons, making it the single biggest problem, and young people are as well. Now, I don't know whether it's the go-to thing to be, like this gender thing was to have a mental illness. Lots of people have self-diagnosed with ADHD and autism. And it seems to be on the rise. Now, is it on the rise, or is it misdiagnosis? Is it because we're changing or evolving as a nation of people and some of these problems are becoming standard or default? I don't know. Something's in the water or something's in the air for it to be happening. Was it because of lockdown while we're citing so much more mental illness? Is it a knock-on effect from that? Or is it because it is highlighted and people can talk about it so much more freely that it seems that there's a lot more cases out there? Whatever the case may be, We got a lot of people, 48% of Britons claiming disability. 5.8 million of those claiming mental health issues. Don't
And the
know if
government,
it's... Yeah,
and the
go on,
government
sorry.
are taking away their cash, their benefits now.
Forcing them to work. And some people just have things like they're claustrophobic, so they can't go in to spaces with people. And so what happens to that? You know, the remote jobs are going now. If they can't cope in the office, what they're going to say, we can't hire you now, is the only other way that they can get jobs. I mean, it's a little bit unfair in one sense, because you can't help what you're born with. You know, you can't help how your body develops and what it becomes susceptible to and what it hasn't. And sometimes I think companies have to take that on board. And I'm going to talk about something in tomorrow's show about what we spend money on and what we are accommodating, because we have to accommodate for so much more now. And talking about scratching, DJ Rudy said, I try. Howard said, not for him. And Colonel said, no scratching for him. Now,
Nope, not for me.
before I go, I got one more video to show, because I'm coming off at 9:30 today. Got a meeting and so forth to go to. But this came up in my Instagram feed.
I thought he was going to say dreams.
No. This came up in my Instagram feed a couple of months ago, and I struggled to find her again. Now, basically, she did a video, and the song went viral because of what she was wearing and how she was dancing. It's a very unique dance that this young lady does, and the tune is very catchy, and maybe we might be singing it towards the end of the show. And this video shows how the song and where it's hitting the charts and how much probably money she's making of it. But she is a very distinct young lady. She has got a quirky sense of dress and humour. This is a very quirky song, and it's a very catchy song. And hopefully we'll all be singing this and downloading this by the end of the show, or even tomorrow. So enjoy, people. Looking forward to tomorrow's show, which is April Fools. It's the 1st of April. I've had a fantastic time on the show today. Sharky, it's going to be over to you, but not before this.
Out at night, my coochie comes out late at night. Night out, night out, night just like the owl comes out at night, my coochie comes out late at night. Just like the owl comes out at night, my coochie comes out late at night. Night out, night out.
I won't be buying that, that's for sure. I reckon John G will buy
Night
that.
out.
He'll invest in that track there. Mr. Record
Night
Collect, he'll try and
out.
get the vinyl version of that.
Late at night.
Howard says, sorry, that was
Night
rubbish. This is rubbish.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I can't see any fun in it at all.
Night
I was waiting for some fun. I just can't.
Night owl.
Oh, God. God help me.
Night owl. All right, I'm going now. It was so fun. I like the way she danced. You see the way she
And the
danced?
face. I'll tell you what.
Ooh, ooh.
Let's get you on in one of these outfits, and we'll put you in it and get you to dance to it. Yeah.
Jack's
I
happy is
shouldn't put that in
saying.
your head.
Jack's happy is saying, "Oh, Waddy." Night owl.
God.
Coochie comes out
You
late
know what?
at night. Night owl.
HPQ.
Night owl.
HPQ.
Ooh.
You have been evicted. Goodbye.